Today is September 9th, 2025, 11:04 a.m. John 14:1. Let not your hearts be troubled. Believe in God, believe also in me. Today was a bit hectic, you can say. I lost a lot of trades, but I won a lot of money. In total, I did 7 trades today. Yep, 7 trades. That's 5 more than I should have done. But let's see what the heliante I did. And I got daily bias as I got it as bullish today. So I don't know why price is being kind of weird. Like, as you can see, it's bullish. Still bullish, still in an uptrend. And then on the day, don't look at this, but I mean it's still technically in an uptrend. Let's look at the 4 hour. Ignore all of this. It was pretty much like kind of sideways, but even the 1 hour was in an uptrend. So I marked out fair value gap here, fair value gap here. Those were the only two, and then I marked out New York session high, New York session low, Asian session high, Asian session low, Asian/London session high low. And then what I did was, let's go into 1 15-minute to see what the hell is going on. Couldn't find anything. 5-minute market opened. I believe I put my first trade 7 minutes after market opened, which was right. Let's see where it was. Or I put it. I marked it wrong then. I put it on right when it opened. Over here, I was seeing that it entered here, and I did a long position, I think, for these highs. And then I think once it got here, I just put it to a bit below. Right? What the hell is this? Looks like a trash trade. I'm not gonna lie with you. Anyways, so I'm not gonna go through each trade. I'm just gonna go through my last. I'll do last 3, because I kept doing longs and then I kept getting stopped out. I didn't lose too much money. The most money I lost was 287. So throughout all of these, except for the last trade, I was still under my 1%, which is pretty cool. Because I lost 62. Let's just look at my account. So I lost 62, 75, 200, 112. So what is that? 130, 330, 440, and then this was a 350, a 2 was it? Yeah, a 2 RR. So I risked 175 here. So what were we at? 440. That's let's just say 600, and then lost 287. Let's say that's like 900. It was just on this one. This was a 2.16 RR. So that would have been like, I think it was 650, something like that, where it I would have lost. But I mean, let's just break down this last trade, because this last trade was absolutely beautiful. Our last 2 trades, because screw this trade. This trade, I was aiming for highs, and then I just cashed out here because I'm like, I'm not going to risk it. And good thing I did, because it never went back up. And then I had my stop loss. I think I had my stop loss below this equilibrium. Oh, no, I didn't even use equilibrium. I had it. Where did I have it, actually? I think I had it at this. Nope. I don't know where I had it. I had it somewhere for sure. And it was actually we could just see. I'm sorry, I'm retarded. So the 350, I was in at 6507, which is, am I retarded? Oh, this was the trade, dude. I was supposed to make hella money off of this trade. I bought in uh right when this opened, like right here. I bought in literally right here. This dude, it took so long for it to like process the trade. It bought all the way up at the top of this wick. I was so mad. I was literally so mad, dude. Um anyways, I had it up to here. Um bro, I don't know how I had this trade. Anyways, I got out right here. So yeah, screw you. Sorry. And then whatever, screw that one. And then I got out here. I bought in again here. I saw equilibrium. Boom. I had my equilibrium here at the start of the uptrend. And then I had it at the very top. I saw that it closed below the equilibrium. So I bought right there. Boom. I thought that was a pretty good trade. Even though I think you're supposed to wait for a break of structure and then buy in. But I don't know how people wait for break of structure because break of structure would literally happen right here. Like if it was just an uptrend. Unless it would have broke like a lower or a higher low like right there, but I don't know. I'm too scared to miss on profits. So I bought here and then I had my stop loss pretty much like this actually. I think this was my exact trade. Yeah, it was. And so it just went a bit sideways and then down past this Asian low. And then over here, I got out. Let's delete that. And then we could delete that too. Screw you. There we go. Also, I was using this order block over here. This 1 minute order block for it tapping back in. Like, oh no, I had it. Dude, when I trade, I feel like I sound like a retard. No offense. I had the order block. I think it was like this originally, and then I used that. So okay, that's why I bought because it tapped back into here. I remember. Okay, it tapped back into this order block, and then I thought it was gonna continue moving up, and it kind of did, but it didn't want to leave the fair value gap, and then it kept going down, and then that's where I got stopped out on. And then I think that's why I bought in again here. Is it went back into this 1 minute order block, but then I got stopped out down here because I was doing low risk, I think. And then this one, I think, basically the same thing. It didn't leave this order block, so I'm like, okay, it tapped into this order block, hella low, something like that. Anyways, the best trade that I did was obviously this last one. As you could see, I made 13.25. I got in right here at right here, pretty much as the lowest it could have gone. And then I had my stop loss down here, just because I knew that there was a possibility of it coming down like this and then going back up. And since my daily bias was bullish, I knew that it would not be like going down hella. I knew it. Like it was like factual. It was like an equation for me. So I didn't want it to just stop out. So I was kind of looking for previous liquidity. Boom right here. Boom right here. Boom right here. So I'm like, okay, I don't want to go too crazy. So I had it out like that. I was willing to risk that much. And I just waited and I waited. And then I sold right here. My take profit was actually up at the Asian low. But I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna take my profit. And the good thing I did because it did not hit. It kind of went back down. I would have been hella anxious. Maybe I would have sold here. So I sold right there at 605.25. 6503.25. I don't know what I just said. 2.08 was the actual RR. So that brings us to hella profit for the day. For the day, what would that even be? Calculator. For the day, it'd be 1325 plus 350 minus 287.50 minus 112.5 minus 200 minus 75 minus 62.5. 937 profit for the day. And then we can look at my trade tracker. My win to loss ratio, not the best. 43%. I think I have 3 break evens. But overall, for the past, this is week number 3. So for the past 3 weeks, I want to say 3 weeks, but on week 3, we are up almost $2,000. Honestly, dude, that would be incredible. So I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna continue, man. And let's keep this going. God bless.